Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you never miss a future video. For my first tutorial, we'll be learning how to make these paper stars. Let's get into it.
So those are some more examples of what the little stars look like individually. So in order to make them, you're only going to need just strips of paper, very thin strips. For example, let's see. The strip I'm going to be using today is pink, and it is about almost 10 inches in length, or 25 centimeters long exactly, and I'm going to guess 1 centimeter wide. And I got mine off of Amazon. I can link one of them that I found on there in the description box below. And I believe you can pick them up at Daiso as well. So yeah, most craft stores and Amazon, of course. So in order to start, you're going to take your strip of paper and find one end and form a loop. It almost looks like a ribbon, but you're going to form a loop, and then you're going to take the other end, the long end, and put it through the loop. And then you're just going to pull. So you're going to keep pulling the long end until you begin to form a sort of pentagon shape. But remember to leave a little small tail at the end, because that will be tucking that in. So keep readjusting and pulling until you're satisfied with your shape, but make sure that it's not too tight but also not too loose. So too tight would be like pulling it so that these are starting to curl up, but too loose would be like having a little excess like this. So just keep pulling until everything is nice and sharp, and once you're satisfied, you push down. And so there you go. You can start to see the little pentagon shape. Next, you're going to rotate it so that this little small end is facing away from you, and then you're going to flip it. So the big difference here is that there is no fold, whereas on this side, there was a small fold right here. So now you're going to take this little small end and fold it over so that your pentagon looks more like a pentagon. Once you do that, crease it. And then you're going to be tucking it into this little pocket that's right here. So push it into the pocket, and there you go. Now you have 4 of your 5 sides of the pentagon. Next, you're going to rotate it so that the long end is towards you. And once you have it like that, you're going to begin wrapping this long end around the pentagon. And go with the direction that it would like to fold. Don't try to fight it. So for instance here, I would not be going to the left, because then that would create an awkward shape here. I would be going to the right. And begin wrapping the little strip around your pentagon. Make sure to fold it tightly, because if you fold it too loosely or the little pentagon is not thick enough, you're going to have trouble puffing up your star. So begin by wrapping and continue to wrap the long end around your pentagon, making sure to push down on everything and make sure that it's nice and tight. So make sure that it's in line, so you wouldn't want to be going off a little bit to the side here like this. You want it to be perfectly in line with your pentagon. Okay, once you reach the end here, you notice how I have a little bit that's sticking off the edge. So what you're going to do is you can either cut or tear it. I prefer tearing it off, so that way that this tail fits within the pentagon shape. You can just discard the little piece. Next, you're going to be doing the same thing that you did in the beginning, where there's a little pocket here, and you're going to be tucking this small tail now into the pocket. Now you have your pentagon. And so what you're going to do in order to create the star, you're going to begin by puffing it up. And so in order to do that, I prefer using my thumbnail. You can also use your pointer nail or any nail you prefer, but I like using my thumbnail. And you're just going to push inward so that you create a little divot. And then I just rotate it, so I create another little divot. And I go along all 5 sides and make sure that the divot is somewhere like in the center, I guess, of one of the sides, so that way you're able to create your star. And once you're done with that, you can shape the little points so that they're nice and sharp, or however you would like them to be. And once you finish that, there you go, that's your star. So you can use these for a variety of things. For instance, with the little yellow one, you can use it for a Christmas tree. That can be the top of your Christmas tree, or you can use them for various different gifts ideas, which I will show you soon. So one example that I thought of that you could do as some sort of gift would be that you could write on the inside of your little star. So for instance, you could write a little message. And once you have your little message, you can fold up the star. Make sure though that the writing is on the inside, not the outside, unless you would like it to be on the outside. In this case, I realized I actually made a slight mistake, but you can also fold up the star like this. This kind of shows that if, you don't necessarily have to fold it over this way. This way also works as long as you form a nice tight crease right here. So just keep folding. There you go. Once you have your star, you can put them, for instance, in a little jar like I have. And if you decide to use the jar as a gift, you can tell the person that on each side of the little stars there's a little affirmation message or something you just wanted to let them know, and that if they wanted to, they could unfold each star maybe one a day and see everything that you have wanted to share with them.
Here are some ideas of different projects that you can use the stars for. So hopefully this inspires you to create something fun with them, or if you just wanted to create a bunch of little stars. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure again to like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Bye!